Quite frankly, sellers act like buyers in the marketplace before they act like sellers. Welcome to EAP TV. My name is Alec Garcia. One of the comments that we get quite a bit, we'll give an ad setup, right, that focuses on buyers, generating buyer leads, and the feedback that we get is, that's great, but I focus on sellers. How do I get more sellers? And then we got this really interesting comment in BeatZilla that 68% of home buyers are already home owners, so that if you can generate buyer leads, you by default get seller leads as well. How do you do that? I'm gonna give you 3 ways that you can generate buyer leads and sort those folks and convert them into seller leads. All that and more today on EAP TV. So the first tip that I have for you in attracting buyer leads that also have a good potential of being a seller lead is to make a slight tweak to your landing pages. This one is geared toward buyers, but if you'll notice, we're using a little bit of a qualifying question here. And if you add this to your landing pages, do you currently rent or own? That's a pretty simple question. It's easy to answer. It's not too invasive in them handing over personal information. What this does is when they answer it, you'll be able to sort those folks differently in your CRM and follow up with them differently. For example, if they check that they own their home, you might be able to follow up with an email or text and offer them a free copy of a PDF guide on how to sell your home faster, how to get your home ready for sale, something like that. So even though they technically opted into a buyer's ad, you're now treating them as a seller lead because they are both. And for those who say that they're renting and are looking to buy a home, you can point them toward different resources. You can split those two into separate pipelines. Using an approach like this that helps you sort those folks as they're coming in will help you to treat even people who opt in as buyers more like sellers going forward. The second tip that I have for you in attracting home buyers that are very likely also seller leads is that when you're setting up your Facebook ads for lead generation, you'll select your area, but when you come down to detailed targeting, run buyer ads toward homeowners. You can select that demographic in your Facebook ads, homeowners who are likely to move, and then if you put a buyer message in front of them, any leads you generate out of that population are going to be very good candidates that they're going to be looking to buy a home in the near future, but they're also going to be thinking in the back of their mind about how they're going to sell their home, how they're going to buy and sell simultaneously. That's a great opportunity for in your follow-ups and in your follow-up emails to offer value. Give them free guides that say, here's how to sell and buy at the same time. You can safely offer all of that rich content to these folks on the back end and very likely convert them to being a seller lead, even though they started as a buyer lead. The final tip that I have for you in attracting buyers that are also very likely good seller leads as well is to target folks over 50, homeowners over 50. There is a reason that the single story ads, the downsizing ads looking for a more manageable home have been so successful for agents all over the country. It's because the boomers the kids are out of the house, they've moved on, they're looking to downsize, get a more manageable home, something that's easier to keep up. That is a huge national trend that if you're not capitalizing on, frankly, you're missing out. So by targeting boomers with ads like this one, want a single story home, looking for a more manageable home, those kinds of ads are going to work really well. And the people that those are going to attract are going to be boomers that have money. They know the home buying process, so there's not going to be a whole lot of hand holding, and it's going to be a nice size transaction for you. If you're not running ads that target the boomer generation, folks over 50, who are looking to both buy and sell, you're missing a massive opportunity to grow your business. The final point I want to drive home here is that when we're talking about online lead generation, it's so easy to get in the habit of here's the buyers over here, here's the sellers over here, and the two never meet. And that's absolutely not true. Just because someone opted into a buyer ad doesn't mean that they're also not a seller. And so if you're willing to make a few little tweaks to your marketing upfront systems and your marketing backend systems, you really can convert and close more buyers and more sellers without a lot of extra work. Thanks for watching. Kelvin, I changed my shirt. No one will notice, right?